Hey guys, so right now I'm about to film a second video. I just filmed a video on this makeup tutorial, so you will be able to watch that. You probably already watched that before you watched this, but I have just decided today to film my Makeup Geek collection. This is just the few products that I own that not I bought, but my fiance bought for me from Makeup Geek, from their website. If you don't know who Makeup Geek is, she is a YouTube beauty guru that started years ago. Her name is Marlena, and now she has made her own makeup brand, which is so amazing. I can't believe how successful she's become. So proud of her. I've watched her for years. And yeah, so she came up with her own makeup brand, and it like blew up. Everything just went so well, and the brand was doing and is still doing great. So after a few years and after watching Jaclyn Hill, she kind of sold me on it. And you know, watching the comparisons of Makeup Geek compared to MAC, everyone says it's so similar. So I figured that I would try it, and I've bought from them twice now. The first occasion I didn't buy much at all, but the second occasion, after trying out the products and being obsessed with it, I just bought more and more and more, and there's so much still on my wish list. So yeah, I don't have that much of products yet, but I think that this would be a really fun video, and I'm going to do sort of a little review type thing on it. Yeah, so let's get started. The first two things that I ever purchased from Makeup Geek was two eyeshadows. This was the first thing in my cart, and I got the versions the first time around, and then I bought pans for the second time because I wasn't sure if I was going to love them. I have done hauls on all of these, but I just figured I would do this video anyway, just because it wasn't really like a review type thing. So yeah, this is one eyeshadow, and this is called Creme Brulee, and this one is just perfect. I pretty much use this every single time I do my makeup, just as a transition shade. I even used it in the tutorial I've just filmed. All my eyeshadows right now, my eyes are from Makeup Geek. But it is a beautiful, very, very mid-tone warm brown, I would say. I have used the heck out of this thing, and I will definitely repurchase this product when I'm finished with it, which is still going to be a while, I think. And her eyeshadows, everything on there is just so inexpensive, but the quality is like so high end. Also, she doesn't have just Makeup Geek products. She has like Palladio products, Sugar Pill eyeshadows and pigments, NYX. She holds NYX on there, so you can get everything for such a cheap price. Then the second eyeshadow, which is I think the best seller that she has, is Cocoa Bear, which is named after her boyfriend, which is so cute. And it is a very red brown. I'm not going to be swatching these things just because I've already done swatches of them on my blog and when I haul these items. But this is the prettiest brown. I used to use this. I still use it almost every single time, but I'll do a little swatch of this one. That's what it looks like. It's just so creamy. The color payoff is amazing, and it is perfect. It just goes on very, very smooth. Then I'll show you, I'll get the eyeshadows out of the way first because that is like her most popular items on her site. I got a palette. This palette I believe was $12.99, and it just comes empty, and it does have a mirror in it. I'm not going to blind you guys, but it does have a mirror in it, and I bought I bought 6 pan eyeshadows, which are like these, that are magnetic, and if you stick them in this palette, they'll just stick on there. So I have 6 at the moment. I have so much more on my wish list, so much to the extent that this would be full and I'd have to get another palette. That's how crazy I'm going. But these are the other 6 eyeshadows that I bought, so I'm going to show it to you one by one. Shimmer, which is just a perfect highlight shade. You can even use it to highlight the cheekbones, and it's very, very buttery. So that's Shimmer. It's kind of like a goldy, pinky, not too much silver, which is what I like. It's a perfect neutral highlight, and I'm very happy with that. Then I got Peach Smoothie, which is quite similar to Creme Brulee, but it is a lot lighter. I'm getting it everywhere. Now I'll show it to you next to each other. So So this one's creme brulee and this one's peach smoothie. So I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up, but in person peach smoothie is a lot more of a yellow tone, whereas creme brulee is a lot more pink and brown tones. Which is very orange. As you can see, it's fairly like a mustard yellow kind of orange. I said I wouldn't swatch, but here I am swatching everything. But this, what I like to do is also, I'll probably use it with creme brulee or peach smoothie, and then I'll just take a bit of chickadee on a big fluffy brush and put it over the transition color, just to give it a bit more warmth and a bit more orange. I think in autumn, beautiful, beautiful shade, and it's not too scary orange, as you can see. Then I got Cosmopolitan, which is such a pretty, it's kind of a strange color, but it's very kind of coppery, I guess. Yeah, it's kind of rose gold coppery is how I would describe this. It's gorgeous. I like putting this all over the lid with just a bit of like Cocoa Bear smudged into the crease and mascara. This is the most basic I think I would go. If you want to get invested in colors but you're too afraid of banging colors, this would be a great option. Then this one, Jaclyn Hill sold me on this, and it is called Frappe. She used it in one of her tutorials, and it is much more of a muted brown if you were to compare it to something like Cocoa Bear. So you can see that it's got a huge difference. Cocoa Bear has so much of red tones in it. This one is just a beautiful, just strict, medium toned, warm brown. I also have this on my eyes somewhere in there. I've mixed so many shades, but that is Frappe. Definitely, after I got Frappe, I rarely use Cocoa Bear. I mean, I still do, but I find myself liking that so much more for an everyday look. Now this is another infamous eyeshadow from her, and it is Corrupt, which is the blackest black eyeshadow. I'm just going to show you on camera. So I'm just going to do that, whoa, and that's it right there. And I'll show you right here. That is how pigmented that black is. And I'm trying to rub it off and it's still staying on my hand. This is scary to use. Sometimes I get so scared of using it because you can really go overboard. But I have used it today. You can read it down. But that is that. These are, if you get the pots, I think it's $8 or $7. But if you get it in pan form, it's $5 to $6. So amazing. I think it's $5.99 for that. Moving on, I'm going to show you a pigment that I got because I only have one pigment, and I wanted to try this one because it is supposedly the dupe of MAC's Blue Brown pigment, which I love. It's just so different and very unique, and that's what it looks like. It comes in a tiny little pot, but you will never run out of a pigment in your life. It is called Insomnia. I used this in a tutorial before. I said I wouldn't be swatching, but here we go. That's what it looks like. I don't want to like mess it up or anything, but yeah, it's ridiculous how much you get in a tiny little pot like that. But I'll just do a swatch. That's what it looks like. And there it is. So you can see it's got so many different colors in it. It is amazing. It's kind of bluey, kind of teal, brown, reddish. It's perfect. I like using this like I did in the tutorial where I use this. I put this on the lid and I'll smudge it out with some Cocoa Bear in the crease. It's amazing. Then I got a brow pencil, which is from the brand Palladio. Like I mentioned, she carries different brands in her website. And I got this and I haven't gone a day without using it. It comes with a spoolie brush on one side. This is the color brown in case you're wondering. And the pencil. I do wish that the pencil was a tiny little bit smaller, but it is still perfect enough for me to get into my brows, and I can just use this to comb through the product so it's evenly distributed. This is beautiful and it's very creamy as well. This I wanted for a while. It's the Duo Lash Glue. This is the dark tone one. They do have the blue label, which is just a clear, but I prefer using a dark tone, but I'll still run over it with liner or something like that just because I'm really picky about that. But this is amazing. Your lashes will not move anywhere when you use this. I bought two pairs of lashes. The ones I'm wearing at the moment, which is Red Cherry number 43 lashes. Again, once again, Jaclyn Hill's inspiration. That's her effect on me. And then I also got the Ardell 120 Demi Lashes. One's kind of crooked, I know. I couldn't be bothered. But these are much more wearable, so I prefer wearing these if I'm going maybe somewhere during the day, but it's still a nice place. I'd wear these, but more for nighttime, I'd wear something like what I'm wearing at the moment. Then I got 2 blushes. This was the first blush I got along with the first 2 eyeshadows that I got. And it is the Makeup Designery blush. Now, this was a bit of a disappointment for me. Not because the product is no good. It's just that in the picture on the website it looks huge. It looks like double the size. But when I got it, and it was $14. And when I got it I was kind of disappointed. But then the product itself just like... I forgot about the size and the money of it, but this is supposedly the dupe to the NARS Orgasm, and it is amazing. It's a pretty coral, and it has some gold shimmer. I probably should use another finger because all of these are dirty and it's not going to give you the true colour, but that's the colour right there. It's got a little bit of a gold sheen. I'm not wearing it today, but I have always used it and I always go back to it. This one I don't use as much because it's a bit more for a baby doll look, but it is by the same brand and it's called Bubblegum. It is literally the colour of bubblegum. It is like Barbie blush, but I really like it. If I'm doing very neutral eyes, I like this for a pop and just gives me that summery spring feeling. Look at this. I said no swatches. Then I got the Palladio Shadow and Liner Herbal Gel Crayon. This is the colour in the buff. You can use this to highlight underneath your brows. I use it for that, and also in my waterline for a more day-to-day look. It's a nude, not a white, so it's not as artificial looking. 3 more things. I got a NYX glitter liner. This is a color Crystal, and it's got pretty much all the colors of the rainbow with a white base. So it's very pretty. I'll actually do a swatch because I have been swatching everything. I don't know if you can see that, but that's the glitter. It's very pretty. And then this one I've been obsessed with. I mix this in a little bit with my BB cream for a day-to-day look to add a bit of a glow and a bit of more colour instead of adding a powder bronzer. And it's the NYX Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator in number 2. And it's more of the bronzy one. They have a pink one as well. This is just what I prefer because my skin's more yellow tone. And one last thing is a lip gloss from NYX. This one is French Kiss, which is such a pretty rosy pink. It's swatching everywhere, but that's it right there. It's a very pretty rosy pink and it goes on like butter. It's amazing. But yeah, that is all I have from Makeup Geek right now. I definitely will be a loyal customer to that brand and will always buy more and more makeup, but that's what I have for now. Let me know if you would like to see more, if I build more of my Makeup Geek collection, if you would like to see more reviews and hauls on that. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!